Wow. I'm still was grooving that. Good morning, y'all. Welcome to Coco's Corner. It is Monday, August the 16th, 2021. 21.
The year going by so fast.
Yeah. We how many more months? That's September, October, November, December. 4 more months. Little kids be doing their hair like that. Good morning, Sam.
Good morning, Coco. How are you?
I am I'm wonderful. I am processing a lot of stuff. It is a lot of stuff.
It's been a week.
It has truly been a week. The Taliban has taken over.
Haiti had a
earthquake. Yes.
7.2 on the Richter
Yes,
scale, which
yes.
is like seriously serious.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of stuff going on in the world. A couple weeks ago, they was talking about everything that's going on in the Middle East and the Taliban and all of that stuff taking over. And now some of the troops have left, but you still got a lot of American citizens there,
Still over there.
that were working.
Contractors.
And they there.
Yeah.
So if it's in another situation, they American citizens plus the people that had nothing to do with the war or whatever, they there. So it's like,
yeah. So every time you complain this week, think about where you are and what the situation you could be in, because your home is not being invaded by terrorists, and you are still safe. So before you fix your lips, just shut up
and listen
keep moving.
and if you want to complain, just say a prayer for people that are in situations that seem overwhelming. Not seem overwhelming, are overwhelming. It's like to be in another country and you understand what you sign up for. I'm going to this country, this is what I'm signing up for.
And the contractors that go overseas from here get paid.
Yeah,
the money long, but sometimes I don't know. For me personally, I don't know if the risk outweighs the couple of dollars that you gonna get.
Well, and then the other thing is, they see it as, this is an opportunity, and I can't speak for nobody what's in their head.
Right.
It's an opportunity to do other things and
some people just want to help elsewhere.
Yes, you want to go where you appreciate.
Yeah,
because sometimes helping your own folks. Well,
ooh. That's a whole nother.
Yeah, that's a show.
Something.
That's a whole nother. Helping your own folks will put you in a real interesting situation. Speaking of which, the storm knocked out about 500,000 folks' power for like 3 or 4 days.
So shout out to everybody that are Michigan residents that where the rain and the storms are making them anxious. I'm in prayer. I am constantly praying to relieve that God will release that for me, because when you go down in the basement, it's always a couple of trinkets of water.
Right now, for real.
So we're dealing with power outages, and we're dealing with infrastructure, and we still got damage from the storm in June. So it's a lot, but. We hanging in there, but I do want to recognize the people that are, you're not alone. All of us are anxious because we have been traumatized.
And to the DTE and the different agencies that have come in from other places in the United States to help, because it's trimming trees and the power lines are down. And then, one lady was saying they can't hook the sump pump up because she didn't have no electricity. So
she got flooding and power out.
Yes, she said her basement has been flooded for 4 days, and people that lost $300-$400 worth of groceries. I don't care if you get an EBT card, a TBT card, or whatever you got. You still lost.
Trust me.
You still lost those groceries. You were inconvenienced. You're in a house and it's hot and all of those things. So it does create a certain amount of anxiety.
It does.
And like, oh my goodness. Stephanie says 806,000 people who had their power off. Yeah. So it's a lot.
Usually my area, thankfully DTE went ham on cutting trees down, like, what was that, earlier this winter. Normally we would have, like, the trees would have knocked down we'd be without power. So I shout out to DT. I know they're doing the best they can. Our infrastructure is old as hell.
Yes.
They are doing, shout out to the workers, I'll say that. Not necessarily always the corporations. The workers are still putting in that work. I see the brothers and sisters sleeping in the cars, watching the down power lines. They're tired. They've been on 24-hour shifts. So much respect to them, the hard workers. I love y'all.
Yes. And here's the thing, people. I want y'all to do this for real. We've heard Isaiah Thomas. He used to have a curve. Look up above. So before you climb, show a little love and look up above. Remember that commercial?
You took it so far back.
But
when I say far back,
that was the 80s.
COCO. Isaiah Thomas commercials gotta be like late 80s.
But he was telling the kids then, don't put your damn hand on the power lines, okay? So before
they need to bring them back.
Yeah,
we need
what's
to bring
that?
Them back.
It's a power line. So before you climb, show a little love, look in the air, look up above. Wasn't that the commercial? Okay, you can't.
Jesus. Oh, man.
I'm saying
today.
Isaiah said it. With you. Look up above for the down power line.
Yeah. We
that was almost 30 years ago.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a long time ago.
And people still don't respect the power lines. Mm-mm. If you see that thing and it's arcing and swinging back and forth and sparkles, listen, people.
Go the other way, fam.
Listen.
For you be gone, you be gone to November. November 2036.
Y'all got
you
to
be out of here.
Y'all got to pay attention. Come on. And listen. People, pack your patience. Over the weekend, they were giving out additional money they was giving out bridge cards.
Oh, the D-SNAP benefits, yeah.
The D-SNAP benefits, and then if you get in line at different MDHHS offices in Wayne County or whatever, and they were giving people bridge cards. I think $250 or $300 or whatever. People were on social media talking about if y'all need to line up like this to vote. Listen, let me just say this.
Couldn't you cut that? I need that whole rhetoric, that whole mantra to just please go.
For some people, we have to face it. For some people, voting is not a priority.
It is.
Eating is.
Right.
And we can't say, and the way they were doing it, just show your ID. We can't say, if a person, here's my thing. If you go in line to get some free food, and it's a wonderful time because your power was out, please get that bridge card or whatever and go get that food.
Right.
If you in line to get food, and you ain't had no power outage and you don't need it or whatever, and you just a hoarder, God will deal with you. I can't say, oh, they don't need, no.
Yeah. We do need to stop picking and choosing who we think should be blessed and who shouldn't be, because that's not our business. And you don't want anybody minding your business, so you should mind your damn business. And I want to say other words, but I'm really trying to do better in life. Mind your business, okay?
That's hard.
When I catch people talking like that, and it's easy to slip into, it's easy to start fussing, and you have to ask yourself, am I thinking that somebody else getting something more than me? You know what I'm saying? Like, because that's what you're really doing. If you worried about what somebody else doing, and they out there, they know they don't need to get them bridge card, you really want one. On the inside, you really wish that you had sense enough, or you had courage enough to go on down there and get you a couple for $5.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. If you minded your business, maybe your blessing will come in another way. But you always got your lips on somebody else. Whether they need it or they don't, they gonna be all right. Let these folks be great.
Yeah, it's challenging for people to mind the business that pays them.
That's why I look nice and crispy and tender. I drink my water and I mind my business. I mind my damn business every day with a straw. With a straw. Without a straw. Sometimes, whatever. I mind my business.
So,
it's relaxing.
Big shout out and much love to everybody that came over to Baker's on Saturday.
That was real dope. The mural for Kool-Aid over at Baker's Lounge.
Yes.
If you get a chance, y'all go over there and check it out.
Yeah, go before they move it, before it start raining or whatever, or one of your cousins try to steal it.
If they...
Come on now.
If they stole that mural, I don't think it would be safe for them in the city.
Listen,
because
comedians are frustrated.
Listen, Stompville.
Good
okay?
morning, all y'all. Listen, it was a beautiful event. His mother was there, one of his brothers, his sister was there, and I realized in the moment that I had been feeling some kind of way. And I never really dealt with his passing.
Mm-hmm.
Like I went to the viewing and I went to the services and all of that. But his mother came up and hugged me, and I realized that I had never said, "Hey, you know what? My friend is gone."
Mm-hmm.
I never, like, up until the point when she came up and hugged me, it was like a release for me, because I'm like, I never really. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I went and I looked at the pictures and all that stuff like that, and it gave me a little comfort. But the mural is amazing. It was wonderful. All the comedians was there. I mean, Clayton Thomas, who was in town working at Burt's, he came. And
That's what's up.
Spanky Hayes, who was in town, he lives in Vegas now. He was here. It was just a wonderful, wonderful event. It's just funny when a bunch of comedians. So when a bunch of comedians get together.
Well, Chuckles Lounge, for sure.
Yeah, but see, they had different, so one comedian go up and tell a little joke, say whatever, and then pass the mic.
Mm-hmm.
But the comedians were doing what they hate done to them. They in the corner talking. And I'm like,
right.
Like, oh,
chill
you're
out.
Right. And they was excited. I get it. They was excited to see each other.
Yeah.
Mike Larry showed up. He got a old school Cadillac, and it's like a lemon yellow color. Oh, he pulled up, and I immediately heard, "I'm your mama, I'm your daddy, I'm your in the alley, I'm your doctor when you need." I automatically, when he pulled up, I heard that music.
Yeah, that's definitely old school dope man car.
Had to give me a gripper sandwich.
Shout out to Tony Durden from Durden's Catering. You listen, y'all, if y'all ever on the Living Why, okay, right there on the quarter is connected to Baker's. That boy Tony. Them gripper sandwiches, for sure. Shout out to my boy Tony. That's my dog, Chef Tommy.
I got me the fish one, and I got my daughter the chicken. And let me say this.
That sound was sincere. Mm-hmm.
Listen to me. When I tell you I got home, I'm ashamed.
Man.
I stopped at the gas station, and I had to give me a little Sprite.
Go with it. Yeah. Little Quencho. Little Quencho. Okay, little quench your thirst.
I ate some of that sandwich, and then when I got home, I carried it like it was a baby up to my room, right?
Mm-hmm.
To the sanctuary, the inner sanctum.
You had the salmon one?
I had the regular fish.
Okay.
I carried it up to my room like it was a baby. Now, it come with the fries and all that.
Yeah.
Why did I take a nap and wake up?
Sauce and the coleslaw.
All that.
Ooh.
I took a nap and woke up about 2 hours later. I didn't heat it up or nothing.
Nope.
I retched. I set
temperature.
Up, adjusted my breasts.
Yes.
And put my towels over my toddies.
And then they grill that. They put that butter on the brioche bun.
What?
That bun.
Sam.
Listen, that sandwich go ham.
Ooh,
that sandwich go ham.
That mug
sure.
was as good cold as it was hot.
For sure. I'm telling y'all better need to go over there to Durden's Catering. Durden's Catering.
Shout out to all the people that got food trucks and they
the little barbecues people coming out now.
The barbecue people coming out. And
hey, who got the hot links though? Cause listen, I will drive for a hot link. I just want to know if y'all uncle out there, and if he got the beef hot links, listen, I'll be there almost weekly, okay? Now I know I ain't about that fat life as much as possible.
Somebody used to have the links.
I need somebody with the hot links. That's the hardest thing to find is the hot link person. And put that barbecue sauce on there and put it on the brick. Come on, y'all. Somebody help me put in the comment section. Show me who got it. Who got it? Is it on 7 Mile? Is it on 8 Mile?
Where is
it in front of a beauty supply? Is it in front of a liquor store? Who got the hot links on the smoker?
Listen.
I need it in my life.
I realize the importance of, and when I say street food, y'all know what I mean. I mean that street, the whole street food.
That's community connection,
Yes,
old school, back in the
yes,
day.
yes.
You know, I know a lot of restaurants are closing and stuff, and you know the overhead was high for them. It's hard to get labor, so now all of the independent people coming to feed the community. The people in the community deserve to have some place
Where
to
they could go,
to
yes,
eat.
and you could go and get food.
Did you see the article the Detroit News did on our sister mother with where her husband just passed last year? They used to dress all alike at church. She had a whole front page article on her food truck right there on Steel. She put it out in front of her house.
Yes,
Miss
Miss
Phillip
what?
and
Yeah, Miss. I can't think of her name.
from Third New Hope. Somebody give me her name, y'all. That's our people. Miss Doris.
Yes.
Yes, Miss Doris. Look on the front page a couple days ago. That is our mother from Third New Hope.
Yes.
She is a food truck outside of
Fox
her house.
2 did the story.
Plymouth and Steel right there. She got it. God bless her. God, she blessing the people. She had food every day.
For the $5, it's a meal for the $5. You get a whole meal for
$5.
You get a whole meal for $5.
2 sides.
And a meat, a
Bruh.
fish, a chicken, whatever she. But
And
it's
she
funny
out there. She been doing this for years. God
how
bless
she
her.
got, like, when you pull up, it's like she got. It's like it reminds me. I'm telling you what it remind me of. I used to watch Electric Company in Sesame Street, and you know how the ladies be in the window, and the way the front of the food truck
It look like a little house.
It does. Okay, so
It's cute.
Okay,
It is.
It's so yeah. Y'all
Shout
gotta
out
support
to
the
Miss
people.
Doris in the community, feeding the people. She, you know in that area it is a food desert, or they have to go further to
Yes.
get somewhere. It's not really restaurants over there. So shout out to her providing food for the community.
Absolutely.
And love, man. I'm telling you, this
Oh,
is a
she gonna
loving
give you
lady.
some love.
Yeah.
You gonna get some
Yeah.
love. You gonna get some eyeshadow because
Yeah.
she gonna have her baby. She got that face beat for the gods. You hear me? She got that face snatched and pulled. I love it. Listen, I'm saying it with all the love in my soul.
I know.
That face,
She ain't lying,
she
but
be glitterated.
you just
Listen. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
good morning, Victoria.
Hey,
Good morning,
Vicky.
Dave.
It's so wonderful. Like my little nephew Rakeem Smith, he makes juices and smoothies. So he be out and about with his juice and smoothies. I was telling somebody it is amazing to watch the culture of independent business, especially this climate. For young people, for grown people, it's a group of young people. They doing the shoe doctor. They man, listen. They doing gym shoes. They got the cat that pull up on you and fix your brakes on your car. The mobile.
Listen, a mobile mechanic is a dependable mobile mechanic is priceless. I would give my man or sister out there, whoever fixing on them, they would get my coins.
Yes.
They pull up in the car. And so here's the thing. Every time we find a dope mobile mechanic, after a couple times, you can never find them again.
Yeah, because somebody steal him and or give him a shop. And I ain't mad. You know, like the mobile detailer.
Damn.
I ain't mad with the mobile detailer. What's the guy that go to our church that do mobile detailing? Singing the choir, just got married, kind of stocky, light-skinned.
Yeah.
Brian.
Ooh.
Jenkins.
That's Brian.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Brian.
Listen.
Oh, he got the detail, the mobile detailing.
He did my grandson truck. My grandson had a truck. And it was like, well, I don't want to say donated, but anyway, he came out and the before and the after of that truck was amazing.
Got it all the way together.
And I'm talking about, he worked literally from like noon to about 8 o'clock. And he was well worth it. I said, how much is it going to be? He said, Sister Coco, I'm like, no, bruh. Well, how much is it? So he gave me a discount, but I tipped him what it would have been.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. I'm with that. Like if my people come and they serve me, I'm giving you what I was gonna pay D white man. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not going to shortchange you, my brother, my sister. You my people. You look like me. You gonna get this coin.
You have to.
Yeah. I appreciate the discount, but I'm going to give you what you are worth. I'm not gonna give anybody who showed me some love less than.
Yeah, because we have to appreciate. They're gonna have the block party on Cortland, y'all. My sister just told me Saturday.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, baby, ooh.
Sound like trouble.
It's gonna be. Listen, Victoria, you've been doing all weekend. We was at the high school reunion.
That's why I was like, what Victoria just said to me? Okay, slow down, Victoria. Victoria said she ain't slowing down for nobody.
She was at the high school reunion, and then she came to the they had another cookout soiree. Listen, I love the outdoor activities. It just feels good. So listen, we got something that we gotta talk about this, because on social media, it's just certain things that I feel are not public information. I have an issue with people scaring their children, especially their babies.
Yeah, I never thought that was funny.
It's
I ain't even being sensitive. That's just like, why would you do that? I think you got. We talk about this a few times. Kita, you don't realize, like, this stuff is for everybody to be seen and commented on. This is your baby. You love your baby. You could do that. Like, if you take the video and then you save it for, like, your household, your cousins or something, that y'all key. But when you put it on social media and then you get mad because somebody say something, I think you're a clown. Like, you guys are clowns.
Like, they got the video with the lady singing Mary J. song, then it get to that part, and the child is startled.
Yeah.
That's traumatic for a baby. It's traumatic.
Too much. It is
it's traumatic for me. Yeah, that I listen, I don't like outbursts, and as loud as I am, I don't like a lot of noise, and I don't like all of that.
I don't like noise either. I think that's my only childness. I don't mess around with
people that. People that can watch TV and listen to the radio amaze me.
I've dated, like, I've had a ex that he was, and I used to almost want to punch him in the face. I'm like, look, you're going to have to do one or the other, or we be watching TV and something that he wanted to watch. Then he'll pull out his phone and be watching YouTube videos and stuff. Like, I'd be like, if you don't, like, it just wasn't a match, because that's too much stimulation.
Yeah, for me it is.
For me.
It's like too much of a mental orgasm.
Yeah,
it's like a mental orgasm.
I was about to, it was about to get ugly.
It's a lot.
I had to leave him alone.
People that do that with their kids for likes and whatever is disturbing. And on social media was a woman who her son was 11 or 12. Anything that exploits children, to me, it is a bit much, because this will never go away. You may delete it, but it never goes away. Yeah. Anything that's on the internet now, it could show up anywhere else. Yeah, you might delete it and it's gone. No, there's somebody that could find your whole business on your computer.
And people screen grab, like, people think because they're gonna share
from Alabama.
People gonna share it, and you know what I'm saying, screen record it so they can share it, or just in case you took it down and stuff. I mean, why? Like, ask yourself, like, why do you think it's funny? Like, what is funny about you embarrassing your kids online for likes? Well, what is funny about it?
This woman took it to a whole nother level. Her son obviously was masturbating. He about 12. That's the masturbation age.
Yeah.
And he had a whole, like, device apparatus.
Oh, he had the pump, the coochie.
Yeah, something like it.
He having safe little private sex.
But she was standing there like she was in all her splendor, talking about her son. This is what I found in my son's room, and blah blah blah, and da 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 da, and all of that. Ma'am, that is a private conversation that you have with your son. If you have not had the sex conversation with your son, now it is time to have the sex conversation with your son. Because I guarantee, if it was a daughter and you had found a vibrator or something, you would not be putting that on public display.
Right, because then she'd be embarrassed. Now she's taking it personal, not as personal that the girl is. Kids, listen, human bodies go through, it's called straight up biology. Every single one of us, when we hit about 11, 12, the cat get hot, the pine get, the pine.
We're going to call it what it is, the penis and vagina. Yeah,
they get hot.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And we got to figure out, we start to learn our bodies, and we figure out what we like and what we don't like, and how to release that sensation.
Absolutely.
Okay? And the safest sex the kids can have, these younger people, whether
it's self-sex.
It's self-sex. I would rather go to town on myself than to be out here with these jokers, right? The baby girl, she did have a little situation. She be doing it to herself and not some old man trying to play her or take advantage of her, exploit her. And the young man, he in here, he doing the poom poom. He got the personal poom poom. Then he went online and he found it. He had a good time by itself.
But yes,
that makes women. I just want y'all to know, when you do things like that, you put a crack in the foundation of a young man
relationship of his soul.
When they have relationships later on in life, and they start to date and stuff like that, they're going to have hard times with the opposite sex if that's who they choose to be with, the opposite sex. Trust me, I know a man, he remember when his mom, he was 11 or 12 playing with a Tonka truck by his mama, and his mama said, I wish I never had you. And this man is 45 years old.
And he's still carrying
that.
But
remember that.
Those are long-term situations.
Alfred said he was a jack of all trades.
I believe you. Listen,
hey, you did what you had to do.
A shower. Listen, you put enough Vaseline on the shower cap and flip that mug on the inside out.
What? Wait, what?
Shower cap.
Wait, hold on.
A shower cap.
That took me fast. You flip. Okay, I know.
Yeah.
I don't. Let's keep. Hey, so everybody.
So here's the thing. Healthy, and we have healthy sexual behavior. Like you said, if your son and this is what he is doing, have a conversation with him.
Yeah.
So even if you're not comfortable with the conversation, you could still go to social media if you feel like and say, "Hey, listen,
I got a couple questions.
I got some questions.
How do I tell my son this?
Yeah,
or how do I talk to my kids
you
like
even
that?
gotta say to your son, listen, I had a conversation with a young man, and how do I have this conversation with him? And it is not like you blowing up your son's spot, because
did they cuss her out in the comment section? That's what I want to know.
Oh, they was going off.
I'm glad, because
Meet Me in the Trap is going down.
You deserve your ass to get cussed out when you start to do it. I need more people to start shaming these people for trying to shame somebody else.
And so now,
hey, Toy,
he has gone, and I would think the embarrassment, the shame, because somebody saw it.
Yeah,
it's a person more ignorant than his mammy.
Yeah,
that saw, hey, and the ignorant person gonna tell her child, ain't that Daquan, mama on TikTok or whatever? She was on there telling me he be masturbating. You don't be masturbating. No, you my king. You my black king. You a king. I know you don't be masturbating. If you ever feel like you want to masturbate, let me know. I'm gonna just get you. So it's somebody more ignorant than her.
Yeah.
That
Alfred said his mama, hey, listen, your mama did the realest thing she could. She said, if that's what you gonna make this crunchy socks, wash your damn clothes. And that's all she had to do.
Absolutely.
She just made you responsible for your own mess.
For your crunchy ass socks.
Yeah, because she ain't about to touch that. Now we ain't got to go that far.
So,
you know what I'm saying?
But shaming him is not the answer.
No.
Shaming your child is not the answer, because that ain't gonna, because you don't want to be embarrassed.
Mm-mm.
And I'm sure, Mama, you got the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger 300.
Oh, she got the Jackhammer 6000.
She got the Rosebud Delight.
She got that's only something that ooh, I almost cussed it. A chick who ain't getting would do, because that's some bitter, sour thing to do to your kid. I would never do that to my nephew. I would never do that to my niece. I would never do that to any of my little baby kids that I tutor. I would never do that to them. When they come up, when they tell me stuff like that, I kick it with them. I bust out laughing. You know, we bust out laughing. We tick. You know, you can ask Chaz. If Chaz said something to me like that, we would laugh. We would laugh about it, and I would keep it 100 with her. Even if inside I'm screaming like, no! my baby getting older. You know what I'm saying?
But you still
But
have to.
I'm gonna kick it with them. I'm gonna tell them the real because you're honest about sexual things. When they're younger, they're not
You
hiding.
demystify it,
We don't understand. A lot of the stuff that we're doing now in secret is because we were shamed, and then now we have we deviant. Some people's real life ass deviants. You sneaking out the crib and you going to a furry party. Y'all dressing up like animals in the costume,
chickens
and doing it to each other. Y'all got little pouches where y'all doing it to each other with a mouse head on.
Wow.
So,
you went all the way there.
I'm just saying. Exactly. I kicked it with Joy. I straight up kicked it with her like, hey, listen, don't come out. Your homie's gonna get the herpes and all that kind of stuff. And Joy, without putting somebody out there, Joy came back like a year or two later like, Sam, you told me,
listen.
and it happened.
I had to listen. My grandson is 20, and I had the conversation with everybody. Had the conversation with him, and what's so funny, I was so open with him.
Mm-hmm.
I used to do a lot of stuff in the community when the world was open.
Well, you that person anyway
but
that
listen,
you can make any topic funny as hell or fun like.
I took away the heaviness of it.
Yeah.
So I had a shoebox full of condoms. It had condoms in it. It had
dental dams.
It had dental dams, condoms, lube, and everything. And it was in a Jordan's box. And I had told my grandson, I said, do me a favor, go downstairs. And it was in the garage. I said, and bring up that shoebox. What was in it? I told him to bring up a couple shoeboxes.
Yeah, you had the community shoebox.
Yes,
I remember that.
He bought that shoebox up. He came stomping upstairs.
Because he was nosy and look. His nosy butt look.
And he said, what is this, Ingrid? I said, wait a minute, big fella. Hold on. I said, where did you come? He said, okay, wait, Grandma, what is this? And he flipped the box open. And he was running his hand through. He said, what is going on here?
That's what he get for being nosy.
He was so shook. I said, sir. I said, what do I do? You do a lot of stuff. Wait a minute. You talk to people, everything. I really, really, really had to. I'd be like, listen, sir. I do stuff in the community. You done been there with me. You done helped me pass out the little brown bags with the condoms and stuff in it. He was like,
I know.
He said, because I was finna say, and it was about 200 condoms, and he said, I said, what was you going to say? He was,
like, damn, said, Grandma getting it.
He said, I don't know what I was going to say. I said,
Grandma getting low out here with this industrial
How many bodies she got?
And how many she getting?
She got the woodwork squeaks, and I'll come the freak box up in here.
Who I think I personally would be freaked out if my mama like, hey, go downstairs and give me the shoes with the white sandals in them, and I go down there and she got 200 condoms in them. I'd be tripping too.
He went.
Yeah.
He was like, what do you? He went through about 20 emotions, and then I said, calm down, and I broke it down. I said, these are lubricated. These are flavored. I said, yeah, they flavored.
Ooh,
for people that do the oral pleasure. They non-lubricated. These are chocolate flavor and this and that. And he was old enough to understand definitely what was going on.
It just took him fast because you grandma. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
We had a conversation recently. About the waist beads. And he said, I'm not going to look at that. I said, I didn't show you my area. He said, I don't.
Oh, Toy and Alfred say they found their mama's porn. I think that my life would change trajectories if I had found a porno in my mama's house. I just got an old school mama. Like, my mother is Southern Baptist, genteel woman, right?
I don't know how you think you got here.
I understand that.
See how defensive she got?
But I'm just telling you guys.
Your mama get smacked up, flipped and rubbed down.
No, ma'am.
Back.
Ma'am, I'm going to throw this microphone across the room.
Not lately, but...
No. I just don't have that type of mama, y'all. I just had my mama is not one of my little friends.
Listen.
She not.
I'm not saying she that, but your mama. Now let's not be delusional. Your mama didn't listen.
Listen, her homegirl told me when we went to Florida. We went back home to visit, and one of her old friends told me, "Yeah, you know I'm the reason you're here. I took your mama over your daddy's house." I was like, ma'am, stop talking to me, please. Don't tell me how I got here."
But listen, she was honest with you. And she told me the truth. And I found...
Tony, mind your business.
Yeah, Sam, but act like she baby Jesus. I found one of my... it wasn't my mama's. I found one of my stepfather's books.
Oh. Ooh.
And I slid the book out of the drawer. And I took the book and was in my room with my back against the door. Huh? What?
You did a secret mission to slide the book out there?
And tuck the undershirts back so it wouldn't look like I had been in there. So I was really looking for a gold chain, and then I found I found a book, and it was one of them books that said, "He took me with his man part, and breathed heavily down the nape of my neck."
Your uncle had
What? No, my stepfather.
Oh, your stepfather had to. Maybe he used to read it to your mama.
He probably did. Listen, my mom used to get out for the down.
Okay.
So wait, and
Alfred said this one rego porn though. Alfred, was it how?
He ain't finna put his mama out there.
He already did.
No, but he ain't say what it was. Alfred, don't put no more information on here for public viewing.
It's too late. Alfred said it was nasty.
Well, I mean, you know, that book was like, as he breathed heavily upon the nape of my neck, I felt my lady area quickening with a pulsation that I had never felt.
You know I can hear you in these headphones that made me feel uncomfortable. Stop.
As he stepped closer to me, I could feel his entire man area engulf my womanhood.
That's inappropriate ass Mar. I can't. I feel so uncomfortable right now.
Okay, so so listen. We talking about BBLs, the Brazilian butt lifts. And sometimes when you see them, and so first of all, every woman that has a big bottom has not had surgery.
Yeah.
Some women they can work out and they still have some elasticity and some whatever where their muscles can pull up.
Women with melanin have ass.
It's
just
but
how it be.
Nowadays everybody think if you got long hair it's a wig. If you got breasts, they fake. They surgical. If you got a butt, they think it's surgical. So can't nobody be regular no more. So it's women that wear waist trainers and do all that stuff to maintain their waist. So we're gonna talk to Nortrice Banner from Joking and Stroking. She's a comedian and an actress, but she's also a licensed massage therapy, and they do the recovery process.
Yes, lymphatic.
With the lymphatic tissue and all that stuff like that. Before she come in, I got one more thing that I have to say, and I don't know why this keep popping up on social media, but
she said Toy got the surgery, the stomach to match her ass.
Listen,
I'm with it.
Listen, I understand because a lot of us built like a snake that swallowed an apple.
Or a pregnant crocodile.
Okay, so I need y'all to really tap in, especially the women that have husbands or in a relationship, or the men. So I need y'all to tap in. This whole conversation about who gets fed first. Okay, about fixing plates and who gets fed first, the children or the man.
Oh yeah, let's get a backstory on the the video.
Let me get, so the backstory is it's a woman on social media. And
she's Haitian,
and she said in her country the man always eat first because he bought the food, and she said the reason women don't have no man is because they're not fixing his plate and giving him his food, and you got to give him his food and then make sure you give him some pum pum so he'll act right and all that stuff like that. Here is my rebuttal to all of that. I don't care if you fix his plate and have the butler roll it out. If he's going to tip, he's going to tip. And you could give him pum pum till he pum pummed out. If he gonna seek satisfaction elsewhere, that's what he gonna do. A plate and pum pum does not guarantee that he gonna stay. Let me say that. I've dated men who, depending on what the setting was, they'll fix my plate. If I'm at their people's house, they'll fix my plate. Sometimes it's just something that they do. Sometimes, depending on what's going on, I've been places recently with men, and they like, I'm gonna go get something to eat. I'll be like, okay. I'll be like, you want me to fix your plate? No, I get it. And they be like, what you want? I said, well, just put me a hot dog or a hamburger on there, because I really don't like to eat like I want to eat in public unless I'm gonna be there. And then if I'm working, I really don't eat. So do y'all think the man should be served first and his plate fixed? So you, the kids, everybody at the table can eat. Are you fixing your man plate and feeding him first? Or should the children be fed first? Now, I know a lot of men say, hey, feed the kids first and I eat what's ever left. Because if ain't nothing left, I would rather I be hungry than the kids be hungry.
Keyword is man. We always talk about there's a difference between a man and a male.
But some men old school, and they grew up and they men, and they want the woman fix their plate first. Some men say feed the kids first and I'll eat whatever left. So what y'all think? Tap in.
I'm with Dondre Whitfield. Dondre Whitfield is an actor.
Yeah, he
and
married to Sally Richardson.
Yeah, and what resonated with me is when he said that a man, it's the difference between a male and a man. He said a man wants to be of service to his community. A man does not sit around and want to be served. And that made a lot of sense to me, because when you talking about your faith, like if I'm a faith-based person, nobody can take that away from me. That's where a lot of my thought processes come from. If we want to go to Jesus, right? Jesus served everyone. He didn't want to be served.
Yeah.
They when they were washing feet, they're like, "Nah, Jesus, we gonna wash your feet." He like, "No."
He washed his
own homeboy feet.
Yeah.
Like, "Nah, bro, I got you." He wanted to serve his homeboys, right? So a man to me is a cat that is really about serving his people. So I have no problem. I will in dating. I will fix the guy plate.
Yeah.
If he told me, hey, nah, y'all eat first, whatever, I would just appreciate him as much as if
Absolutely.
I did. I have no problem fixing the plate wherever we are. I'm going to make sure that he eats. I'm going to make sure that he's taken care of. But it is not to the point where I would starve some kids to feed this Negro. And I'm sorry. It just is what it is. I do like cooking for me, and I care about as well. I like sharing food. That's how I show love. Food is one of my languages.
And she could cook for real.
Hey.
I just showed up with just a plate in my hand. Listen.
But I definitely am going, if we're in a setting where there are children, I'm going to get the kids situated first. And if I see a Negro bristle up and he all mad because he didn't get, a piece of chicken first, I'm going to probably cuss him out later on. Yeah.
Lloyd said get the kids situated first, feed them, and then move on. I think it's just, I've seen it on both sides. So I've seen the man get his plate fixed, and then he start eating, and then the kids looking like, because they agitated. They like, where the food at? So the kids get a little agitated. I think once you feed them, fix their plate, and get them started,
everything is peaceful. It's calm.
It's quiet.
Yeah.
And then,
and they're kids. We're here with children. We are supposed to be taking care of them. Why would we make them feel less than? Kids are not second-class citizens. Mm-hmm. Now, I am old school about, kids not being in grown folks' business, things of that sort. They need to stay kids in the kids' place. Okay, yeah. But to have care and concern for them and their well-being, there's nothing wrong with that. And in that is feeding them when it's time.
And feed them and get them situated. Most of the time, mamas don't sit down and eat because we done ate and snacked all while we was cooking, and we just want to sit down and take that apron off anyway and be like, y'all gonna eat.
Yeah.
And
Alfred said he'll help get them eating. That's sweet.
I like that.
That's sweet. Yeah, Dean. This a real thing. It's real. It's a culture. Just like, so if you watched Everybody Hates Chris, and Dad, he laughed about, or he talked about in an episode where his dad would have to get the big piece of chicken.
The big piece of chicken.
His mom, and if somebody touched that big piece of chicken, they damn near got killed because it was saved.
That's all he wanted was the big, wrapped up in the foil.
Because he was like the hardworking man. He took care of the family. The wife stayed at home. She was a stay-at-home mom. So they felt that culture feels like the man works the hardest. He deserves the most nutrition or protein or whatever to take care of him because he does. And I get the concept. But again, a man that loves his children and his family, he wouldn't necessarily be about, y'all better be serving me. I'm the head of this, whatever.
But is it wrong if that's the tradition in their household?
What's right and wrong? That's your household. Just know that whatever your traditions are or whatever your thought processes are, you are passing along certain feelings and things to your family. So it's consequences to everything.
To people that were rooted in, and this was a thing, on Sundays, if the pastor came to your house, he now bumps the man. So the man at the head of the table and the pastor at the other end of the table, his plate trumps daddy's plate.
Yeah.
So he now gets the big piece of chicken.
Yes, this is a thing.
Seriously. He gets the breast, maybe with the wing attached, depending on how grandma cooked it. And this is why I use my grandmother, she used to cook chicken necks and backs because she would have the short thigh, the short thigh, drumstick. So you got a whole chicken.
I'm a dark meat lover, baby.
Woo. So, but she always had necks and backs because when the pastor came in, out of respect, he got the biggest piece of chicken, which was usually the breast.
Yeah.
So now daddy's sitting there with like,
especially if it was church's chicken.
Yeah.
Churches got that big ass
or if grandma cooked it
breast.
and smothered it, he got the big piece. Then daddy got the next big piece, which was usually the thigh. So the pastor trumped everybody. He got his plate fixed first. And then daddy got his plate, and then so forth and so on. So the pastor always kind of trumped everybody else in terms of the hierarchy of who got their plate.
I mean, I understand, reverence and everything. I do.
I don't know why we have a chicken ritual, y'all. I don't.
I mean, it's because it's things that we've had to come up with in our traditions of being here in America, being in a foreign, being in a foreign land and adapting to foreign land. And we do have reverence for people in our community who we feel is authority, right?
We absolutely do.
So I'm gonna go back to history, right? Our men were taken away from us constantly, right? So when you did get the opportunity to have your man still in the home, you gave him reverence. And I think that's a beautiful thing. I definitely, when God blessed me with my little man, little chocolate Thundercat over here, I will have reverence for him being in the home. You know what I'm saying? Whatever I could do, would you like a refreshing beverage? I will make him his lemonade. If he desires the big piece of chicken or whatever, he is definitely going to get that. But at the same time, it's demanded.
No, I don't like that.
Expected.
Yeah, that entitlement.
Yeah,
that whole entitlement.
He's angry or he's bringing this upset. If I don't honor him in that manner, then we gonna have a problem.
And it's sort of for me. So I don't have any young children, anything like that. But for the men that I have dated. I had one man, no matter what, he not only cooked the food, he would fix my plate and everything and bring it to me. Like put the TV table up, or if I was in the bed, that's just what he did. That was his love language. But he also treated his mother and his grandmother like that. He would take care of the kids, make sure the children had their food, and he always fixed the plate. I will fix a plate because for me it's attached somewhere crazy to my femininity. So the men that I've dated or men that have been in my house, I'll be like, hey, you want me to fix your plate? And they're like, well, I'm like, listen, are you hungry? Yeah, what you got? And then I don't know why people don't think that I cook. I'm like, so.
Oh, she does. She does. It's just rare.
Well, I've been cooking
now,
more.
Yeah, the last couple years you definitely have.
So, you know, when my grandson lived with me, I cooked a little less because my schedule, well, since the world been closed, I cook a lot more. When my schedule was active, you know, I could hit different people's spots. They'd be like, hey, Coco, what up? We over here to so-and-so. So I stop by Mook Mook and them and get a plate. They got, hey, we got lamb chops. Or my man Hustle Simmons be out grilling. I run by and get a plate. Or my man Cato used to have turkey burgers with turkey bacon. So I had a lot of places to go and get a lot of food. But since the world been closed, I'm like, I cook. And it relaxes me tremendously.
You know, that's another thing. That's my cooking is my therapy.
So I'm a plate fixer. You know, one of my buddies came on my house recently, and I had fixed some turkey and dressing, and I had turkey and dressing, purple cabbage, and some cornbread or whatever. And he was sitting there, and his stomach was growling. I said, you hungry? Let me fix your plate. What you got? I said, are you hungry?
Right.
He said, yeah. I said, I got some turkey and dressing. He's like, for real? And he had never eaten my dressing. So when I fixed him the plate, listen.
You should see my toes tapping underneath this table right now. And that dressing for sure with it.
The fork was scraping across the thing. I said, sir, I have more dressing. All right, you know, because I said, I have a little more dressing.
He right. Coco, I was almost about to go government. Coco can cook. That was one thing when we worked together, when we started being together, we talked about, and she bought that old school cooking life as well.
I want some collard greens so bad right now.
Why you didn't say anything? I just made some collards and kale. I'm sorry. Sorry.
I
made some macaroni and cheese yesterday. I made some yams, and I bronzed some catfish in the cast iron skillet because I didn't want to fry. I'm getting away from frying, but I bronzed it, and it was fantastic.
I know it was amazing. I know. I want some collards. I want some coulards. I want me some coulards with some.
I'll go get some more collards today and make you some.
Oh, bless your heart.
Yeah.
So last, what did I cook? I cooked something. Oh, I made a meatloaf, and I made a Mexican meatloaf, and I made me some pico de gallo and mixed it in the
boy.
I put some chicken sausage and some turkey ground beef together, and I really, really, but I don't cook a lot because if my daughter comes through,
you can put them in the muffin. You make them in the muffin tins,
right?
And so I make my meatloaf. I make my meatloaf in the muffin tins, like it's the bigger muffin tins. So then, like my mama have one, I'll have one. Well, my mama had two. I'll have one, and then you just freeze the other ones and make individual portions.
So that's what I did. I had another little small square thing, and I said, okay, well I got too much, and I froze it. Then a couple weeks ago, I took it out and let it unthaw, and then I just put it in the thing and fix me a little Spanish rice or whatever.
So I see Deanna hit me up and said she must be watching. I'm gonna get some. I'm gonna make some collards today, y'all.
She said
I'm gonna put I put the smoked turkey in the crock pot. I mean in the Instant Pot, and listen, that Instant Pot is the truth in the booth.
Instant Pot has replaced the pressure cooker.
Woo! So I still use my regular crock pot. It's nothing like I did a roast before in the Instant Pot. It doesn't do the same as the slow cook method.
Okay.
It's not as good of a slow cooker.
Okay.
But when they bust open your your turkey drum or something like real quick, and they make that broth even thicker, So
I pick the drum up and just.
I get my greens and stuff done way faster. Yeah. So I'm gonna get some turkey necks today. And I'm gonna make y'all some collards, and y'all can have some for tomorrow.
Listen,
and I will bring them to
my
you.
meal, my go-to meal, and I don't know why. I miss my friend Michael so much, but he used to clown me, talking about, what you cooking, Ingrid? I said, some turkey necks. I like turkey necks and noodles.
Yeah, turkey necks are dope.
He would clown. I said, Michael, I'm going to make you some. I went and bought some turkey necks, and I cooked them low, and then cooked the noodles and put some onion and green pepper and stuff in them, and had some cornbread.
You topped it off with the cornbread?
I had to have the cornbread. Had to.
My stomach get here growling.
I know. I know. Is our guest here, y'all?
We having a fat girl moment in here, a menagerie of fat in here. Yes.
I guess ain't here.
Okay, well, we gonna keep it rolling.
We gonna keep it rolling. Yeah. Listen, so.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So we have an amazing guest that's coming in the studio with us. She's a comedian. She's an actress. The name, she's the CEO of her company is called Stroking and Joking. I know it sounds a little crazy to y'all, whatever, but
that's catchy.
Yeah, Stroking and Joking. Licensed massage therapist. And as the world is starting to get augmentation and readjustments and all that stuff like that, we have to know the proper care. So, ladies and gentlemen, Nortrice Banner, come on in. Come on in. Good morning. Good morning. Come on in. You can sit right there. Yes.
Hello, ladies.
Hello, sunshine.
Y'all got somebody up in here hungry? Turkey necks and
man,
that's good.
Listen, that's low country eating, baby.
Low country.
That's
out of here. Turkey necks and noodles.
Turkey necks and noodles is the.
Collard greens.
Mm-hmm. I'm making some collards today.
I heard. I'll be back.
You be back.
Shoot.
You ready? Throw your headphones on.
Put your headphones on, talking to microphones, sis.
Check. So, Nortrice is one of them all around, as what they used to call women back in the day that they had that old time I could bring home the bacon fried up in the pan.
Yeah.
But she's an actress, she is a comedian, and we had this conversation about the BBL care and maintenance, because it gotta be BBL care. So listen, Nortrice, tell the people. Okay. Tell people what a BBL is, because people really don't know what the BBL is. What's the BBL?
BBLs are Brazilian butt lifts.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. So what happens when they get to
It's Brazilian butt lifts are liposuctions where you remove the fat from different parts of your body.
Okay. Okay.
Different parts of your body and place in your buttocks. Mm-hmm. So it's basically a butt augmentation.
So it's like, so they could take the fat from here, my stomach or whatever.
Anywhere that you have
fat.
excess fat.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
They can take the fat.
You
hear Buzz? I'm like, what happened? Who did it?
Ain't nobody called me in 2 days.
Well, they know you here. They know you here. And so when they take the fat, they put it in the butt.
In the butt.
And then shape the butt like it's allegedly supposed to look.
Right. It's supposed to be.
Yeah.
What it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be a natural
like
looking
a roundness
shape.
Right. But
just round it off.
Some of these doctors not doing.
It ain't the doctors.
So that's my question. It's not the doctors.
It's not the doctors.
So the doctors
it's the client's request.
The doctors be cool at first, like when you put it in, it's cool, but afterwards, sis ain't taking care of her ass.
She ain't taking care of it. She getting the ass that she want.
Okay.
So wait, Nortrice. So these women that had these butts that look like onions and bell peppers, they want them to look like that?
See?
Or you get what you pay for.
You get what you pay for.
Okay.
And not even so much as getting what you pay for. It's the aftercare.
Okay.
Let's talk about that part. Yes.
When you get a BBL,
y'all like and share this, because we need to know about these booty lifts. Yeah. Yes.
When you get a Brazilian butt lift,
mm-hmm.
after your aftercare it's like 6 to 8 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
You can't sit on your ass.
Oh.
You can't sit on your ass because the fat has to process. The process has to go in your butt for the shape to form.
Right.
Oh.
So if you sit on your ass, you take the risk of
smushing
the fat.
Right.
Because you taking fat from somewhere else.
Right.
So now it has to plump up.
Oh, and adjust to the new location.
Adjust to the new location. It has to spread out and form the way it's going to form.
Okay.
So if you sit down on it, it's like.
So a lot of them are doing that.
If you go home and after your surgery,
and you done lay right on the ass.
I got to lay my ass down because I'm tired. I'm tired. You lay on your ass.
That's why it look like that.
You gonna have a flat ass.
Okay.
So you done went through all this surgery to go back to get the original ass.
Why would you not follow the directions?
It's all in following directions. People don't listen. They don't want to wear the fajas.
Right.
The shaping garments.
Right.
See, that's where we went wrong in the first place. Old women back in the day, they wore girdles and shit.
Yeah, they did.
They wore girdles. So like I wear a girdle down to my ankles.
What?
I ain't lying. It's the shaper.
So let me say this. Nortrice has, and I've been places with her, and she walk in the room, and people looking at her butt. She has a butt that women would pay for, but it's hers. But don't nobody think it's hers, but it's hers.
Because everybody done had so much surgery.
And everybody
people don't know what's real or fake.
They don't. They don't know.
Yeah.
It's hard to differentiate. It's hard to differentiate. But this is my ass. I've been growing this ass for a long time, and you gotta grow
you
ass.
Gotta feed it with
you gotta
corn,
feed
like
it. You gotta
GMO
feed
stuff.
it. You gotta take the necessary steps. You gotta do squats and shit. You gotta walk.
Yeah.
You gotta walk upstairs.
Yeah, and a lot of people do not
continuously.
take stairs anymore. So
They don't take stairs.
Yeah.
They taking the
Yeah.
elevators. They
Yeah.
don't want to do.
I understand.
I mean, we got. It's young people.
Right.
Yes.
Young people. They messed up.
Right.
Yeah.
They messed up because they sitting on their ass on the computer
All day.
Yeah.
texting on the telephone. They don't move nothing but their fingers. The strongest thing on their bodies right now is their fingers.
That's true.
I need a booster seat. The strongest thing on their bodies is their fingers
their
because
hands.
that's all they're using.
Mm-hmm.
So
And their
you're
mouth.
not
And
and
their
their
mouth.
mouth.
And like when you see a lot of young people now, you know, the girls are naturally shapely, but it doesn't last long. I'm like, sis, you only like 15, 16.
You 15.
You 20. Why your body look like that? They starting to get that back fat that they never used to have when you were younger, like the little stomachs and stuff. I'm like, damn, did you have kids? They be like, no.
It's still their baby fat that they didn't let shape. They wearing the right drawers. They wearing big ass underwear. Big ass underwear. Back in the day when your underwear was too big, you tied them in a tight knot.
We would tie them in a knot.
Tie them in a tight knot so they
I've been
hold
doing
you
that
in.
almost recently though. I almost put it.
That's
in
because
a
you
knot.
done lost so much weight.
Yeah, it's too much.
So after I get the BBL done, I come to you, stroking and joking.
Mm-hmm.
What does the aftercare consist of when I get off the plane from Miami or the Dominican Republic and I get back to Detroit? What does my aftercare consist of? Or because some people just come back and they just go back to their regular.
Go back
living.
to business as usual.
Yes.
It's a complete lifestyle change. You figure you're spending on the average of $6,500.
Okay.
For an ass, it don't cost $6,500. I'm thinking about that.
It's like between $2,000 and $12,000.
It's still a lot of money to do
So
all that.
it's a lot of money.
Wait, hold on, Latrice. What is the $2,000? What they do with that?
I don't know if I want no $2,000 ass.
And you get the raisinette ass.
I know.
That's the baby. That's the beginning ass.
Nah, I don't want the two-rack ass. That's a little cheap.
It's like how you determine
That's
the
a little
value
cheap.
of your ass.
That's a handful of ass right there.
Nah, give me the $6,500
Yeah, the average
ass.
on average is $6,500, but you have
I
to.
didn't know it was that cheap. No wonder everybody getting it.
It ain't.
but
That's
see,
like
it's
a nice little
It's
used
the
car.
aftercare.
It's the aftercare that you have to make sure. You have to be
'cause
prepared
don't you have to get,
for
massages,
aftercare. You
like
have to get
3
lymphatic
massages a week.
You have to get lymphatic drainage
Yeah.
massages. Like
Yeah.
I have some clients that get them every day.
Oh, and they're like $100 and something a pop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, very much so.
So you got to save your coins up, sis.
Oh, so you,
And
so
some
you,
of the mistresses, some mistresses getting.
Oh, it's a man getting
It's a
them?
man getting. It's a man that need them. It's a man that
I
need
don't
them.
know if a man need no ass.
He might not. He might
Now,
not.
glutes are important to living, period. Like glute muscles, period, are important to living. I have seen a man where his pants wouldn't stay up because he had absolutely no ass. He had, what's the cartoon?
No ass
Hank,
at all.
Hank, my man Hank.
American guy, whatever.
No, the other one.
King of the Hill.
Yeah, Hank had no ass. He had a disorder where he had no ass.
Is that the one where they made me talk about?
Yeah. Boom hard.
Boom out. So wait, so Nortrice, they take the fat and they deposit it in the ass. They inject it in the buttocks. And listen, y'all, for real, we need y'all to like and share this because this is facts. Nortrice is really a licensed massage therapist. So once they get the butt in there, what's the process? Because it's painful, I'm sure.
Any surgery.
Any surgery is painful, and every body type is different.
Mm-hmm.
So the length of your pain or recovery process or your healing, it totally depends on that person.
Wow.
And how they maintain in their aftercare.
Mm-hmm.
So this the part. So when you massage it, you massaging it in the shape that they want, or you just massaging it to get the drainage and all that stuff moving in the circulation?
Well, it's a little bit. It's a combination of both because you have to make sure all those fluids are out.
Ooh.
So you have to get all the fluids out to alleviate the swelling and all of those things. But at the same time, you do want to massage it and shape it into
like you do a baby head.
Like you do a baby head.
Okay.
Like you do a baby head.
So you gotta make sure that y'all, cause some of y'all mamas and daddies didn't shape y'all head. Y'all
got
that's
why you got that flat top. Flat top.
Y'all got that ugly ass head cause y'all mama didn't spend no time rubbing that boy.
Yeah, you gotta shape it. You gotta shape it and mold it. Yeah. You gotta be careful. It's really
sensitive. It's a sensitive area.
It's a very sensitive area, and if those fat cells don't matriculate properly,
wow,
then it's a whole mess.
So
you've seen a lot of whole train wreck asses.
Yeah. So this is my so they come back after the surgery on pain medication. Because you do have to take pain medication because you are in pain. You, like you said, any surgery is a serious surgery. So you could take the pain medication, and then you get your butt shaped and you get the massage. So then you got to monitor, as somebody providing the aftercare, they have to you got to monitor if they're having a bowel movement or not.
Yeah, but that's all a part of the massage process.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Like when you, with the regular massage, you're releasing toxins.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You're constantly releasing toxins.
And that's the bomb with the massages, though, too. I'm just going to say.
And that's why people don't realize the importance. Like, for years, I've been telling people how important it is to get regular massages. Mm-hmm. Just to maintain your daily health and bodily functions.
Well, I go every 2 weeks, so I'm just the really what's helped me with people like, man, you've lost so much weight in this year, and I'm like, yeah, I have, and they were like, you don't look like it. That's because I get massages really every 2 weeks, no lie, and it helps. She helps like smooth my skin out. So
it does.
As my skin get like I have stretch marks, of course, but I don't have that crepey skin that's gathering because you're smooth because you're smoothing it out, and it's all, even when you have, like, when you lose a lot of weight, when you lose a lot of weight and you have the fat, because I have I've lost 120 pounds this year, and my arm don't look like a bunch of
it's
garbage.
Gonna go. You have to keep doing it.
Mm-hmm.
It's with anything. It's repetition.
Yeah.
And consistency. People think, oh, I'm gonna do something more. Like we do cavitation, which is laser lipo.
Okay.
Which is laser lipo, and it melts the fat cells. People come in there assuming you're gonna get one
quitter.
It's a one-hit quitter.
Yeah.
Not on your life.
Especially if you're going back to the diet that caused you to
you're
have
causing the diet.
The fat in the first place.
You're doing all the sugar.
Mm-hmm.
Constantly drinking. Everybody drink. Everybody.
They always got
everybody going to get them a new ass is alcoholics.
Yeah. Because they on the scene. They on the scene with the new ass.
You need to go to rehab.
Yeah.
First, go to rehab. Stop drinking, and then continue your aftercare, because you cannot consume all the alcohol, the sugar.
Wow.
All that causes inflammation.
Right.
In your body.
Right. And it goes against, it's basically, if you are doing something to augment yourself or to better yourself as you feel, right, you have to change your whole lifestyle with it.
It's a lifestyle change.
You can't just go get the surgery and then it's a snapback. That's what I think they hear that too much. Like, yeah, after my baby, I snap back. Like, doesn't work like that. That's not it.
Snapback is a myth.
Yeah.
Snapback is a myth because you have to maintain a healthy diet.
Mm-hmm.
You have to change your way of eating. You have to exercise after your healing process is complete.
As soon as they clear you.
When they clear you, get your ass to the gym. squat, do kickbacks.
And you got to do more than just one type of squat. I
You
hope
got
y'all
to
know
do
that.
more than one.
Yeah.
You got to do side kicks. You got to do. It's all sorts of exercises that you have to do.
I think that people feel like even when you go, people go and they get the veneers and they get the
They don't want to brush their teeth no more.
Yeah, they get implants and veneers. It is a healing process. Anything
With your
that you
gums.
have is a healing process. You talking to the dentist queen right here. It is a healing process. So you can. There are places that you can go. Dr. Montoya in the Dominican Republic, he in the Dominican Republic, Miami, whatever, and they do the same day implants.
Yeah.
But it is also, when you go online, it is a screening process that you go through because sometimes they have to do a bone graft and then they have to see, how healthy your bones and stuff are. We got to quit thinking that you just go in, get it done, and come out. Yeah, you can get your eyeglasses in the same day. That's the easy part.
Yeah,
The challenge is adjusting to your
your
glasses. Wearing the glasses. I wear glasses, and if I don't have them on, I'm looking all crazy.
Yeah.
And people like, you ain't see me. I be like, I really don't.
I
You got
really
no
don't.
glasses. I'm like, no, them the cute glasses. I got glasses that got scripture in them. Prescription.
Exactly.
So you got to know it's a process. Even with the laser fat removal, it's a process.
It's a process.
You got to drink some water.
You got to drink water. Everything is
What
a
did I say?
process.
No, D gonna say, Sam, if your bro homie said I'm about to go get snatched, will he still be your friend? Of course, but bruh,
He would.
I'ma look at this nigga different though.
Well,
I'll be on the inside and be like,
it's a guy on
right, cuz.
Instagram that I follow, and he has had work done, right? And he trained too, so it's a lot of training, but it's some work. His waist got to be like a 32, maybe, and his bunkum is on dunkum. It's like he look like an ostrich. It's all the way out. No, for real. Listen.
My god brother is like that. He's like the king of like surgery, but he's fitness. He's fitness, vegan. He's like the whole.
So how much surgery has he had?
A lot.
I'm just a
Can you tell?
holistic person.
Yeah, you can tell.
Wait a
You-
minute.
you
Wait,
can
stop.
tell.
Wait, Sam.
Cause you
hold
get
on.
like the
wait, hold
surgery
on.
stuff does look like surgery. It does not look natural. No matter really how much they pay.
Yeah.
It
Because you
really
can get
doesn't
pecs
look-
and stuff done too. You can get the chest
And they
done.
look
You can get chest implants. You can get
They look like that
rib
bracelet that they tried to
so
put
they
on
take
David.
they take the ribs out.
Yeah, you
Yes.
can take ribs out. You
Yeah,
can
they
get
remove at least
chest
one or two ribs to make
you can
your
get
waist
chest
smaller.
implants. They have
Pecs.
muscle. They have bicep implants.
Yep.
Men are doing just as much as women
but
are.
we don't think
but they don't.
Nah,
They don't
it ain't.
speak
You
about-
ain't gotta think.
You ain't got to
can
think it.
see
You can see it.
Lord have
The
mercy.
surgery
It's
looks
evident. It's
really
evident.
inappropriate.
And fellas and people, not fellas, what's your teeth? What's your teeth? Don't be scared to go to the dentist.
They
If you got
definitely
one
need to
tooth, go to the dentist. They gonna let it remove that one and get you a whole new set. If you got Medicaid, Medicare, they'll take
They
care
got
of
a
y'all.
dental plan.
They
yep.
got a dental plan.
The
Don't
DoD
be
dental
afraid to
school.
go to the dentist, people. Don't let those teeth rot in your mouth
Oh,
because
that's terrible.
that stuff turns
Yes.
into poison and it gets
Don't be telling people about this.
into your body and it can kill you.
It does.
It can kill you. So really,
Not taking care of your teeth
not
is
taking
just as
take care of your
dangerous as
teeth.
eating
You have
garbage food.
more bacteria in your mouth,
and it poisons your blood.
and it poisons your blood.
That's
so,
true.
and even when you get, I know, a lot of y'all say
She sound like me.
that the partials are very uncomfortable, and it's like Coco said, it's with anything. Your gums have to adjust to them.
And
your
you just
gums
gotta
are
wear
very
'em.
sensitive. You have to wear 'em. Stop walking around with your teeth in your pocket.
I'm
put 'em-
going through. I'm just the
Put them
reason
in
why
your
I'm
mouth.
moving a lot is because I'm going through a situation with
Don't say no. Listen.
around here. So I understand.
So
what you saying? It's personal.
But it's
I'll just say that.
But see, the other side is because I wear a partial. And the other side is, and I'm transitioning. So I'm back. I'm gonna tell you my story. So I had weight loss surgery about 15 years ago. And one of the side effects is you lose calcium.
Lose calcium.
So my teeth, especially like my incisors and some of my molars, they like crumble. So, I had a couple root canals done and they was able to do composites and all that stuff on it. But it's been a gradual process. So now I'm at the process now of getting the implants, but I had a crown done. I had a crown, a root canal, something else done. The crown broke off, so I had a partial over here, then I had to get a tooth added to the partial. But you do have to wear the partial. It is not comfortable at first.
Yeah.
But once you start wearing it, you feel naked without it.
Yes.
Now, here's the crazy part. So and masks are still mandatory in my mind, but I would run to the grocery store and not have my partial in, right? Damn it if I wouldn't be getting in my truck and see somebody, hey girl, how you doing?
And they
Just
want to talk.
Just as I took my mask off, and I'm talking to her like, how you doing?
Yeah.
But you have to wear whatever assistive, and you have to see it as an assistive device.
When Ingrid came over my house before she had stayed over my house for a weekend, I don't know why, she was just over. And we were eating, and she took her napkin, she balled it up, and she had her teeth in there, and she ain't know. She threw them in the garbage. It took us 2 days to find her teeth in my garbage.
Baby.
We had to think about what happened.
It was a mess.
She was like, where my teeth at? She gonna say my cat stole her teeth.
I did. I thought a cat had stolen them. I thought it's like you
she
have
thrown
to.
them boys in
I
the
did,
garbage.
and I've done it a couple times.
Yes, you have.
I took them off one time. Me and somebody else that went to Wendy's, and I ate, and I put them in the bag. And I called one of my interns at the radio station. I called him like, did you throw that Wendy bag out yet? He said, no, I was just, I said, don't throw it out. He said, why? He was like, why? I said, because there's something in it. What's in it? I said, don't open the bag. Don't open the bag.
Bring my damn bag.
I said, listen, because I lived off of Jefferson and the Wendy's was right by Belle Isle.
Yeah.
I said, bring it back. I said, I'll meet you up there. He was like, I want to see what it is. I said, whatever you, and I scared him because he was real geeky. I said, you don't want to see what's in there because if you see it, you're accountable for it. And if something happened, I don't want you to have to explain. He was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to throw it out. I said, don't throw it out.
Can you follow directions?
No.
People do not
I pulled up
follow
on it and
directions.
snatched the bag and felt in the bag and felt my partial in the bag. I'm like, ooh, thank you, Jesus.
Yeah, you was a little loose with that partial.
But
for sure.
listen, I ain't now.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
have
you was.
to, whatever assistive device it is, you have to use it. Whatever it is, like with the laser fat removal. I have considered that. One of my friends said, well, you could just go. I said, no. I said, it's a lot of fat to remove, and I'd have to go like every other week.
Yeah, and it's only so much they can remove at
Yes,
one time.
and so how does that work, Nortrice? You get the laser done, and then
What are you talking about?
for my stomach,
You talking about not the surgeon,
not the surgical part, the laser part.
the laser part. For laser lipo,
Yeah,
you can do it's absolutely painless.
Okay.
It's absolutely painless, and it's like a heating device.
Okay. Okay.
So it melts the fat. So it's not
Like
anything
sonar kind of-
invasive.
yeah, you feel
Okay.
it,
Yeah, you feel more of a vibration.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And actually, you hear it.
So I've had laser hair removal, so it's different, but it was the feeling. So
Yeah.
it's on my stomach. So after the procedure's done, do I have to drink a lot of water? Or?
You should for just regular life.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I do drink a lot of
You
water
should
anyway. I
always
do.
drink
Okay.
a lot of water. Water is really the key to life.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Our whole body, damn near 70%
It's
of our body is
70% water.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And you have to pushing out the bad stuff. So you would constantly drink the water before
Okay.
and after. Like I do a lot of, for myself, I do a lot of body wrap. I body wrap myself a lot. I get into I have a heating bed, like a heating blanket. So it's like you sweat profusely.
Mhm.
Okay.
And it's like pulling everything. It's a detox,
Mm.
a
Okay,
detox
okay.
and a slimming process. But
And it help tone. Does it help tone your body?
Yes.
Tone? Okay.
Yes. All of those
It's more
things
like
together.
skin elasticity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all of those.
Yeah.
All of the things really work together. Like we have a cavitation machine. Cavitation is basically the laser lipo.
Okay.
So there's different devices to it. You have like the pads, the laser lipo pads, where you absolutely feel nothing. You just put the pads in all the places.
Oh, okay.
And
Okay.
you don't feel anything there. And the cavitation is what melts the heating device that melts the fat. It melts the fat. You moving everything around. So it's not really anything that is going to be detrimental to you.
So what is the youngest client that you've had?
That I've had thus far is like 18.
Wow.
Which is very young because your body is still developing.
Yes.
Like your body has a lot of change to go through between 18
and 30.
Between 18 and 30.
Yeah.
You got a lot of changing to do.
Wow.
So it's really no need to do all that at that age.
Dad had the Brazilian butt lift at 18.
They having the 360. The 360 is.
Tell us what the 360.
The 360.
Because when I hear 360, I think about that photo machine that go around.
Right. But 360 is basically the same. It's covering all of your midsection, all the way around. The back fat, stomach, your sides.
When at 18, diet and exercise work way better.
Way better.
I don't want to say this to shame anybody.
And let me tell you why. It's not to shame it.
It's just
by all means, I make a living, but by all means, it is much easier at that age.
Yeah.
At that age, unless you have extreme
amount of fat.
Unless you're morbidly obese or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Or you've lost a considerable amount of weight.
Considerable amount of weight where you have to have your skin tightened and all of those things are medical reasons.
Right. Okay. Right.
Not vanity.
The
it's
two people don't understand that.
Vanity is different. That's like, everybody ain't an Instagram model.
She said that.
Everybody ain't meant to have a whole bunch of followers on Instagram because you're cute. Because everybody ain't cute. That's the reality of it.
So Steph asked, she said she need to know where to go to get the laser lipo and how much of it can be removed. What's the maximum? Give her the details.
Okay, so you want my address?
Yes, we want your information.
Or a number where they can reach you for a consultation. Yeah.
Okay, so
we gonna put it in the comments.
Look here, freaky people. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I'm gonna give y'all my telephone number. Don't be calling me,
breathing on the phone,
ask me no dumb shit, breathing on the phone. All this old do I do happy endings?
Oh no!
All this old stuff because the name of my company is called Stroking and Joking.
Oh
you can be like, oh, it's a little risque. Do you do happy? I'm a professional.
Okay.
But if the right man comes along,
Idris Elba can get a happy ending.
I keep him laughing and coming all night long.
Hey, Idris Elba can get a happy ending. Sin K Walls, he can get a happy ending.
What's the number in the tree?
So my number is area code 323. This is my cell phone, people.
Okay.
No bullshit.
Okay.
Area code 323.
842.
1223.
1223.
Our number for making appointments, scheduling appointments, is area code 248.
Wait a minute, hold on.
Okay.
Well, okay, there we go.
And the name of the shop is called Totally You Body Sculpting.
Okay.
Totally You Body Sculpting, Steph. Holla at her. You got an Instagram page?
248. What's the 248?
248 742 6049.
Okay.
And it's called Totally You Body Sculpting. And the address is 25820 Southfield Road, Suite 102.
I know exactly where you at.
Yes, ma'am.
You down the street from Skin Perfection.
Yep, on Southfield Road, right at Lincoln.
Mm-hmm.
Right next door to the gas station in the Majestic building.
Okay, Southfield Road. Mm-hmm.
So it's me and my sister. So she's yeah.
So the 18-year-old came in to get the 360.
It's not just one, it's a pack of them. They come in
Okay.
packs. They all go to Miami together.
Wow.
And it's a whole pack
So
of
just
them.
out of high school, you've decided, and we ain't shading nobody,
No.
but you decided that this is what you're going to do.
And you have to realize this is a long-term, life-changing decision
Yeah.
that you're making.
Wow.
And you have to understand that you are getting parts of your insides
Moved around.
Mhm. In
So
places that they were not
in
designed
places
to
that
be.
they weren't designed to be,
Yeah.
and you still have ovaries, you still have plans for a life as far as bearing kids and all this. So you have to be careful about doing things to your body that you're not fully aware of
The long-term
the
effects.
long-term
Yeah.
effects
Yeah.
of it. Please, I implore everybody, please do your research. Please do your research, and that's with anything you want to do. Y'all computer geniuses,
Right.
Right
Well,
now-
they on
well,
the computer.
y'all on the computer.
Yeah. I don't
So
know
just
about
hit
geniuses.
the Google search. Google what you're trying to find out, and better yet, call a doctor.
Yep, for medical professionals.
Call a medical professional.
Go get
If you don't
consultations.
go get
second,
consultations,
third,
second, third.
opinions.
Let me tell you something. I have had sinus issues my entire life. During this COVID pandemic situation or whatever, mine got really bad. And right in the middle of it, I needed to have surgery.
Mhm.
I had
Wow.
to have all 8 of my sinuses. I had to have surgery on all 8 of my sinuses.
Wow.
I had a deviated septum.
Dang.
I had polyps in my
In your forehead. In your
in my
sinus.
mu-
Right.
Yeah.
they had
Right.
to peel my mucous membranes back and
Ooh.
remove all the
Ooh.
polyps. I had a large polyp blocking my right nostril, so I was literally sitting up all night long trying to breathe, like scared to
Oh.
go to sleep. So
Wow.
it was damn near tragic because I'm like, okay.
Would you stop?
I felt one morning, I swear to God, I felt like I was taking my last breath. I was like, oh shit, I can't go out like this. So I'm telling you, it was tragic. My mama had COVID, so I couldn't really tell her that I needed help
Right.
because she was fucked up.
Right.
Dang.
So I'm like, oh God. So I had to literally,
Excuse
I'm
me.
pulling up all of these things because when the doctor was like, okay, you're definitely going to have surgery.
Steph said she had the same surgery years ago, the rhinoplasty. Yep.
Yeah.
I had a rhino balloon. I had a rhinoplasty, balloondectomy.
So, okay, so go ahead. I'm going to ask you about the balloon. I'm going to ask you about,
So you gotta, the first doctor he didn't tell me anything. He was like, oh, you need surgery. But I'm going to give you these antibiotics. He gave me like antibiotics for 30 days.
Damn.
And too many antibiotics
Yes.
Tell your
Yeah.
can mess you up. It'll mess up your good.
Yeah.
Had, your
flora.
good bacteria.
It'll mess up your good bacteria.
Had your
So-
yop bark. Oh, you be scratching with a spatula, it be itching so bad.
So he was
You be
very,
trying to jab your insides
You
with a
do.
chopstick.
You be everywhere you go, you be hunching. You trying to scratch it.
I need that
It's your
chopstick in my coochie because this junk itchy.
It be itching.
It be itchy. You be like, God dang it.
She, Dean said your mama named Patty. You know,
Yes.
you know everybody.
God dog it. Did you
Yes.
see my face?
Yeah. He said
You know who daughter that is,
I
Dick.
can't hide.
You look just like your
I don't
mama.
be trying to hide though, but some people be asking me the dumbass question. I'd be like, nope.
you stupid.
Listen, your mama is a
She
icon,
texting me right now.
a
Like,
pillar in the community. Everybody know her.
look here, I am.
She is my role model. I be like, how she do it? She be everywhere.
Look here,
And look
I am.
amazing.
I am the middle child, but to Patty,
You the only child.
nigga, where you at?
Aww.
What time? Like,
8:30.
ma'am, I'm
Yeah.
50.
It don't matter. She
I'm
don't
like-
care.
I'm like, ma'am, I was creeping up a couple of weeks ago with somebody.
She called you.
She like, where you at? I said, I'm with my friend. She like, your friend?
What's his name?
Who is your friend?
Right, what's the
Because you
name?
you gonna mess. See, you ain't gonna be at her favorite line. Is, you ain't gonna be satisfied until somebody snatch your ass. So I said, honey, I don't know if they still snatching old bitches.
Hey, it might be a market though. It's a market for everything.
Like, please,
Listen,
somebody snatch.
Listen.
It's a market for everything.
We complain and talk to maybe like you seen the thing on social
older
media.
ladies talk too
we
much.
Be like, I be like, you know what? I need some water. I gotta pee. How long y'all have them
shades up there?
Stop it, Tim Hortons, because I gotta pee for a minute. And I ain't making fun of nobody that don't. So don't say that.
Yeah.
But the reality is, they be looking at us like, damn, she can't hardly walk. Her knee hurt.
They
We
want
got
an
knee
easier
problems.
target. They do want an easier target.
All that, all of that. So. With all the stuff, because I have issues with my sinuses and allergies and stuff, and this last 2 weeks when it been really, really hot, I've been like this, waking up, and I got that thick in the throat, and then I got to put the eucalyptus drops in my nose.
Oh yeah, you gotta get rid of. I'm telling you, after like when the first doctor was very vague, he was very vague. He didn't tell me anything, so I'm like, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that because he don't know what he's talking about. I've been dealing with this all my life. Keep on doing it.
Now, he was right about the surgery. It was just the way he didn't give any information.
He didn't give any information. So as the COVID went on, it was getting worse. So I'm like, I got to do something because now I'm high risk. Now I'm high risk. I got asthma. So I'm like, okay, I got to figure this out. I see a commercial for the Sinus Center.
The Michigan Sinus Center.
The Detroit Sinus Center. So I'm like, I'm about to call them because now this person that then told me it was it was imperative that I have this surgery.
But they didn't tell you what it was.
But now they can't do it. Now they can't do it because pandemic. They can't do no surgery.
The hospital
whatever.
Shutting all that down.
Hospital shutting down.
Yeah.
So I see them. I call them. And let me tell you something. After I went and talked to Dr. Panak, the man is amazing. Their whole staff.
Wow.
Their whole staff is amazing because the nurse practitioner. Okay. And I'm like, I don't talk to no goddamn nurse practitioner. I want to talk to the doctor, but they like,
shoot, they
that's
just
who you
the physician assistant, the nurse practitioner.
That's who you want to talk to because they have all the information. Because I have been going to emergency.
Wow.
I have been going to emergency because I couldn't breathe. I have been going to urgent care. I have been going everywhere. Wow. They kept shooting me up with these steroids. So I'm gaining all this weight, getting just everything, just steroids. I'm like, don't give me no more goddamn steroids till y'all figure out what y'all giving me steroids for. Because apparently steroids is the go-to drug.
Yeah, it is.
When you can't breathe.
It is.
And cool, they help for 5 days, but I don't want to keep taking these shit every 5 days.
Right. You want a long-term
I want some long-term solutions and results. So go to see the practitioner, and she like, did they test you for acid reflux? Because now, mind you, the first doctor, he told me I wasn't allergic to nothing. She said, well, if you're having these problems, you're allergic to everything. But we're going to do the test. So they did all the tests. She did all the tests, and she said, did they test you for acid reflux? I said, apparently they tested me for everything, and nothing was wrong. She said, well, it's acid reflux. So I had something called laryngopharyngeal acid reflux, which is not the acid reflux that's in your stomach.
It's up here.
It's up at the top in your esophagus.
So it goes up to, the acid goes from your stomach and gets stuck in your esophagus.
Yeah.
So the sinuses were draining,
and they be stuck right here.
And the acid reflux, so they're colliding, and they trigger the asthma.
Okay.
Okay.
Which also can turn into pneumonia. So right now I'm just getting over pneumonia because I've been walking around with pneumonia. Didn't know I had it, but whole nother thing because we think everything is COVID now.
We do.
So we just asked for the COVID test. When the COVID test come back negative,
we good.
We good. Yeah. But the last doctor was like, everything ain't COVID.
Yeah.
So let me do a chest X-ray. So I'm like, okay, cool. Do the chest X-ray. Pneumonia. But nonetheless, here we are today.
So did the balloon
that's the surgeries that they did. They said it was the longest sinus surgery that they had done because I had so much stuff going on.
Wow.
So it's like it was like a 2-hour procedure on me that they had to do. They said that was the longest that it had ever been. But when I tell you, I have not had to blow my nose.
Wow.
That's what's up.
I have not had to blow my nose or anything. It was the best thing that I ever could have done. I have not had. And now I'm a little congested because, of course, because of the pneumonia
and
all
the rain.
The
rain.
The rain,
and the air conditioning, and all of that.
The pollen count has been so high. It drops on your head.
Yeah.
But it has been like the best thing.
Wow.
I wish I would have done it like years ago.
Doing your research really helped you get towards your healing.
It helps you get to your healing. You have to know. First of all, you got to be in tune with your body.
Yes.
You have to know your body. Like the other day, I'm like, something ain't right. Like I know I got asthma, but
I ain't
this
feeling
ain't
good. Right.
This ain't like no asthma feel.
Right.
So you have to know your body, and we are losing so many people right now because people are not in tune with their bodies.
And they ignore it.
You ignore the signs. Yes. Your body will tell you, I am tired.
Yeah.
I am exhausted. Can you please go lay me down?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I'm guilty. I will run myself into the ground till I can't breathe.
But when you do that to your body, like if my body say, okay, you need to go lay down, like the girl on TikTok, I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna do one more thing. When you finally get to the resting place, you can't rest because it's
you
anxiety. Because you lay in the bed like, oh, I need to go sleep.
I can't go to sleep. I can't go to sleep.
Watch Judge Judy. No, just Mathis.
That's why you have to make it a regular practice. I had to learn that in my journey the last 2 years. Like, you have to make it a regular practice to take care of yourself. You can't wait and do not wait until your body force you to.
And self-care is not selfish.
No.
It's not.
Self-care is not. Self-care is not selfish.
It is not.
So I'm in total agreement with you doing your body enhancements if that's what you need to do. But do your research
and be responsible.
with it.
Yeah.
Do the aftercare. Get all of your massages. Eat what you're supposed to eat.
And you're gonna have to get into fitness.
And
once
you're
you get
going
your body
to get
like
into
that,
fitness.
Because what people don't understand, so you have taken fat out of other areas, right? So you got it's called scar tissue, right? So so if you gain weight, it's not gonna go to your ass, but it's gonna go to elsewhere.
Your elbow.
It will.
You're gonna have big ass elbow.
Your upper thigh.
Your crazy, but it's dead serious.
Your side.
Wait.
It's gonna go under your neck.
It's going to find
the fat is going to find a place to come back to, and you're going to look so shady.
Come back. People.
Yeah.
I know people that have had these surgeries
repeatedly,
3 and 4 times, and I'd be like, "Bitch, are you pregnant? What are you doing?" Like, I saw so many people the other day that I wanted to say congratulations,
but you can't.
But I was scared. I'm like, I'm gonna have to fight one of these.
That weight came right back there. Yep. That weight came right back there.
I said, I'm
but
gonna
her
have
booty
to,
tight.
I said, I'm gonna have to fight one of these hoes if I say congratulations.
That $6,500 booty tight, but that stomach wrecked.
Be like,
and stomach look like a lima bean.
Be like, bitch, all I said was congratulations. This bitch slapped me.
So you cannot. You have anything you're doing to your body to augment it. It is a lifestyle change. So why I just encourage people to change their life first. Like for me, if I get to a certain weight where or fitness level where my body doesn't want to do what it wants to do, and it might be an area that need to be tweaked, I might consider it, like some arm fat removal or something like that. But it'll be because it was something that I've still gone through the entire process, done the best that I can, built as much muscle as I can, and it's just a little tweak. All
and
that extra stuff.
You're following the steps.
Yeah.
And the protocols necessary.
And sticking with them. Like for the rest of my life.
And you're sticking with them.
Yeah.
So, certain things are going to have to... certain things are going to have to be tweaked.
Yeah.
If I was 500 pounds and now I'm 200 pounds, naturally.
Yes.
There is a lot of skin tightening that has to be done.
And the interesting
it's a process.
And some of that skin you cannot.
You can't.
I had weight loss surgery and I lost quite a bit of weight, and some of this skin will not. I'm almost 60 years old, so some of this skin ain't gonna get tight unless I wrap it in duct tape and some butcher paper and some,
not the butcher paper.
the old brown when you buy Polish sausages. You got, but I'm okay with that. So I had a consultation and for 360, and it's been years, and after the doctor finished with that Sharpie about what he would
what you got to draw
that Sharpie
out.
went dry. He circled so many areas, and I'm being transparent. He circled. Listen, when he finished circling my body, I looked like a bullseye at a gun range. I'm being serious because listen, the back of my thighs would have to be done.
Yeah.
The front of my thighs right here would have to be done. All of my anterior and posterior sides where my breasts at. And all of that.
A lot of breast tissue.
And so I want my boobs done too. So basically, when I looked at all the spots that he had circled, it was only thing that he hadn't circled was my wrists and ankles. So I am being as transparent. For real, the only thing that he didn't circle was my wrists and my ankles. And he was so excited. He said, "You know what? You're so tall." I said, "I don't think you've ever had a patient my size."
Because he's too turned on by that.
He was like this with his hands.
Like I could fix this. Because you know they have a God
complex. Yes.
So they think that it's kind of freaky. Like like I'm like that. I'm like that to a degree with massage. Like if I touch you and I feel something instinctively, which I gotta stop doing because you can't just be touching everybody.
Yeah, some people are uncomfortable.
It's a transfer.
Energy transfer.
It's a transference of energy.
Yeah, for sure.
I should be uncomfortable.
Right.
Yeah.
With touching the people, but you have to be very careful.
You do.
With it, and you can get so excited and be like but they're not thinking about what that's gonna put you through.
Yeah,
and that's
a person.
It's a whole mental.
Yes. Yeah,
you have to mentally go through something to alter your body.
And that was the thing. After he they show you the picture and how this will look or whatever. And this is what I thought about. I would have been literally wrapped from and it was no way that my body could probably withstand him doing everything that he'd be done at one time.
Yeah.
But just for my thighs and legs alone, from my knee up. Now, mind you, my knee's titanium. So that's another area to get into in terms of you got to be very careful so I won't get an infection.
Exactly.
And I'm not a diabetic or so he was really excited. He said, you don't have hypertension and diabetes. I said, no. But just from my knees to my waist, I would have been wrapped and shrouded literally, and I couldn't do anything. I couldn't go up no stairs.
Yeah, you can't do it. You can't do anything.
I couldn't have done anything. And then after that heel, go back from the waist up to do all the back fat and all of that would have been I would have been recuperating for
1 year.
Literally a year.
1 year.
And I'm like, I'm going to come back and just get my boobs and stuff done. Mm-hmm. And that's when I started looking into the ultrasonic, the laser like fat removal or whatever. Mm-hmm. And I was like, you know what? I need to be a spokesperson for a company and do the before where they spin me around with my panties on, and then a year later they do the after. Because it's going to you can't dissipate all this fat in one section.
You can't do it. You can't do it. And and you might not see any results
right away. Of
you
course.
might not see any results for months, depending on your body. Mm-hmm. You might not see them, but it has to come from inside out because you melting fat cells. So it ain't like we could see the fat cells on the outside.
Right.
So it's gonna take some time, And mentally, it's something that you really have to say, okay. And it's like you said, I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you said, I'm almost 60 and I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay with it because you have to consider the amount of trauma
Yes.
that you would put yourself through for 1 year.
Yeah.
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 And that's like, it's got to be in sessions. So you do your legs.
Yep.
They got to heal.
Yeah, that's 3 months of
That's
healing.
3 months of healing.
Mhm.
It depend on your body. And God forbid any other thing happens.
Yes.
No
Yes.
infections or
All that.
anything
Right.
like that.
And then you got to stay
you gotta go
stress-free
back.
as possible because
Yeah.
stress is helping.
Stress
It goes
causes
against your
all
healing.
the
that.
inflammation and
Yeah.
all of that stuff is caused by stress and stuff that we
All that.
eating. Inflammation is a dirty, dirty, deadly beast.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Inflammation is the cause of so many diseases and deaths and all of these things.
Nortrice, I really don't think that people think about it. Because the young lady that does my massages, Dee, is on here. I don't think, like, I've been to a few massage therapists, right? And I had one that when I would leave getting my massage, I wanted to just sit in my car and smoke a cigarette because it was so much stuff going on in that space.
Mhm.
I'm talking about doors slamming,
Absolutely.
they answering the phone, he arguing with his baby mama, and all of that. He was a great massage therapist, but the environment was not conducive for healing.
No, that's not a relaxing space.
So
No.
the young lady that takes care of me now, her space is so, like, I don't be wanting to leave. The music, you know, she got the jazz on and she got the aromatherapy going and it's quiet and everything is heated.
And she probably chill. She probably
She
a chill
real
person.
chilled.
Yeah.
Her energy
Yeah.
is amazing. I don't think people in the profession of any kind of body management really realize what
it entails.
Yes.
It
yes.
takes it's a whole it's called mind, body, and spirit for a reason.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because you have to be and you have to balance yourself. You have to make sure I'm speaking of the therapist. You have to make sure you're grounded. Because if I'm operating in a negative space
Mm.
and I touch you, I'm going to transfer that to you.
Absolutely.
And vice versa.
Yeah.
If I'm not grounded and I touch you
Mm-hmm.
and you're in a negative space, you're dealing with depression or anything, anything.
Yeah.
I have gone home like I'm cool. When I started, I'm cool. I get in my bed, now I'm feeling all freaky and shit. I'm touching myself and I'm trying to figure out why I'm feeling this way. Because I've been rubbing on some pervert all day. So now I didn't transfer their energy to myself. I'm up here touching myself and shit. I'm like, what is going on with you? What is going on with you?
So wait. Me and Sam went to so years ago this guy was like, yeah, go see my man. He a trainer. So
One of the niggas want to dig in your booty.
listen, he had something against fat girls. Sam, tell them what he did to us.
So it was like
listen.
It was like he
I'ma
wanted
set it
to
up.
hoe us.
Yeah,
He wanted to hoe us.
He had such an issue with fat girls. And I shouldn't have been over there because my real trainer is at Powerhouse in Highland Park. He's been working on his body for a minute. But we go to this other guy. Go ahead, Sam, and tell him how he did us.
So we get there. He like, yeah, y'all about to get on the bike. Like we weren't about that life then. This was like, I think I was
20 years ago?
Like, nigga, you ain't gonna warm us up?
Yeah,
No,
and I think
he
we were at
didn't.
our biggest or nothing.
Yes.
He did. He was like, yeah, y'all get y'all asses on them bike. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, turned the resistance up, and he had us like huffing and puffing. And then he just left us and went and talked to some other Negroes. And then was pointing at us like, yeah, I got these hoes. Like, you see, I got these hoes doing it. So I'm on, we huffing and puffing, and it's like we climbing up a hill like straight off rip. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, family ain't gonna come check up on us. Like, I think I almost threw up and stuff. And it was like they were getting a kick You know what I'm saying? Like they was getting
Out
a
of
kick
watching
out
the
of
big
white
girl sweat.
Like, well, I'm holding.
And we was about to pass out.
smooth out.
Look at they fat ass.
Yes, he was. He was pointing.
disrespectful.
Everybody pointing, looking. They was like, "Ain't that Coco? Yeah, look at her now.
Was.
She gonna look different afterwards." I'm like, I'm about to die.
God, nigga, you about to
Mad
kill me.
disrespectful. he did, and it was like we were like, yeah, I don't want to do this no more.
So we looked at each other. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay,
Yeah.
on the count of 3, we going in the locker room.
And we
just smooth got up and went in the locker room. So he sent his girl in the locker room.
She want to see if we was okay. Bitch, fuck you and him. I didn't mean to say that, y'all. I was trying to go the whole show without. That brought up a bad memory. That make people not want to get into fitness.
It makes you not want to work out.
Yes.
It makes you not want to
It
train.
was embarrassing.
And it's embarrassing. It's degrading.
Yes.
And it's not supposed to be that. It's supposed to be something that I make you want to come back.
Yeah.
I think, and that's the part with the whole body experience. If you a massage therapist, whatever you do that you have to encounter a person's body, we know you see us, and we are at our most vulnerable state with you seeing us.
Naked.
The thing is, make us feel comfortable about seeing us.
Exactly.
Because you feel, I don't care how you built.
It doesn't matter.
You could be built like Love and Hip Love.
Yeah, everyone has insecurities.
And
for sure.
the guy could be built like Kevin Hart and Don Johnson. What's his name? Not
Don
The
Cheadle.
Rock.
The Dwayne Johnson. Yeah.
But you still feel some kind of way at that vulnerable
It's
state,
that vulnerable state
when you
when
have
you-
to expose your body. Excuse me, to somebody. So you got to make people feel comfortable. About their body and the imaging and what they see and all that stuff like that. So when you don't do it, people don't want to come back.
Yeah.
People don't want to come.
Yeah.
People don't want to come back because people want to. It's almost like going to church. You want it to be your sanctuary.
Yeah.
You want it to be somewhere where you can go be at peace. Like when I do my raps, when I do raps on myself, that is my time. That is my time for me to detox from everything. Like mentally detox, physically detox. That's my time. And people be like, how long do you do? I will stand there for an hour and a half. Yes, it's hot.
Right.
Yes, it's hot, and I'm sweating profusely.
But if that makes you feel good, yeah.
It is so relaxing. I relax. I cut on my music or whatever I want to do. That's when I can think, because I'm always moving. I'm always doing something. I'm never somewhere where I can sit still and be quiet. It's always a lot of noise going on.
I got you. So you gotta take care of yourself.
So you gotta take care
Relax
of
your
yourself. You
mind.
gotta be like, okay.
Let me
My
sit
mom
down.
be like, where you at? I'm at the shop.
Just chilling.
I'm chilling.
Sitting wrapped all up.
I'm wrapped all up from all this. Ain't nothing else but my little
And you
arms.
wrap yourself.
I wrap myself because I don't want to be bothered with nobody.
Yeah. And that listen, that works. That's what we gotta do.
Man, listen, you gotta be able to have somewhere to go, and every therapist is not for everybody.
Yeah.
It's like you said, you have to find somebody that you comfortable with. I got only like 2, and I've been in this industry for a long time. I've only got like 2 people
Really?
that I'm like, I can go relax, and I will fly to them.
Wow. That treat your body.
That treat my body.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
I will fly to them. Like, I will go to LA to get.
But
a
I
massage.
could
will-
see that because it takes a certain kind of person to deal with a certain kind of person. It's like people that are hairstylists or whatever, you ain't gonna let everybody in your hair.
Right.
And you need somebody that's going to tend to your body, that knows your body.
Yeah.
And then you land there. So that's hard. That's like cooking for a chef.
Yeah, because you like.
Right.
You
Or,
like.
yeah, right. You be like,
And
no.
I'm not the therapist to be like,
Trying to critique somebody. Yeah.
don't do this, don't
Right.
do that. I don't want to go for that.
Right.
I want to go release. I want to go relax, lay down.
Yeah.
I pray that you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
I'm going to lay here for this hour quietly. And then if it ain't right, I'm going to get up and just not do it again.
Yeah.
Not
I'm
do
good.
it again.
Yeah,
I'm going to go
good.
back to somebody. But I'm not the one to be like, oh, you need to do this here and
Right. You just trying to make somebody feel better.
that ain't my thing. I don't even tell people I'm a therapist. I just lay down, give my massage, be like, what kind of pressure? But I'll be like, but again, it's also a process of communication.
Mm-hmm.
You have to communicate with your therapist, who's
Mm-hmm.
ever working on your body, doing anything. You have to tell them what your goal is and what your focal point should be. Like, I'm having trouble in my left shoulder,
Right.
or my pecs, my rotator cuff.
Yeah.
You have to communicate that.
I
like pressure. I don't like pressure.
My bestie went to a therapist recently. She talked about it. She said a girl vibe was off, and I was like, sis, I'm trying to teach her. Like, my bestie is like so sweet, right? She give everybody a chance. I was like, when they start with that, I wouldn't have gotten if the vibe was off and the person was like, we didn't connect off rip, I wouldn't have sat at her table. Like, I wouldn't have got on the table. But my bestie was like, all right, no, she forgiving. She was like, all right, I'm gonna just go through it. She said she told the therapist what was specifically, what she wanted, done. The therapist was like, nah, I'm going to do this because you sit at your job, and then proceeded to do the opposite of what she asked her to do.
It's all about
like,
listening.
Nah, I was like, and my sis went to this person for relaxation and came out angrier.
Traumatized. You came
know
out
what I'm saying?
traumatized.
And I was mad. I'm like, I'm about to go jump the bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, my girl asked you for a certain, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
and that's the thing with community. If you come and say, hey, Nortrice, this is what I'm dealing with right here. And of course, I know what areas to go to.
Yeah, you ain't gonna play it like, nah, I'ma just do this.
A lot of times, if you have, say your neck,
like mine, it's
hurt.
stiff with the knots in
Say your
it.
neck is stiff, but you sit at a desk and you're on the computer all day. You know where it's coming from?
Probably your lumbar.
No.
Oh,
your
your
arms,
wrist.
yeah.
Okay.
It's coming from here.
Okay.
So and everything is connected.
Okay.
Everything is connected. So you have to know the trigger points and
lead up to the neck.
Yeah.
where the connectors are.
Right.
So a lot of times you'd be like, oh, my shoulder hurt. I say, okay, what do you do?
Mm-hmm.
What do you do? Then you tell me, and I'd be like, okay. You feel that? And you'll feel it in there.
Right.
You'll be like, oh, wow, I thought it was my lower back.
Right.
It ain't your lower back. A lot of times if you on your feet all day, the thing that hurts is your butt.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't your legs. It's your glutes hurt.
Yeah.
Because
it hurt.
they're your center.
Yeah.
They're the center of your body. So it's all in communication and talking to people. And it's like I could tell if somebody having a bad day and they come in, like some people come to give you hair. It's like comedy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some people come sit on the first in the front goddamn row and stare you down.
Yeah.
And stare you down
Yeah.
to give you grief.
Yeah.
Like, bitch, I'm not gonna make you laugh.
Yeah.
I'm not here. I'm not gonna make you laugh.
You ain't gonna laugh at nothing.
You ain't gonna laugh at nothing. I'm not even trying to make you laugh.
No, I'm gonna overlook you.
I'm gonna overlook you, but you ain't gonna disturb my space.
Yeah.
Okay.
You ain't gonna make me feel like I'm not doing what I came here to do because you in fucked up space.
Okay. On that note, it's been wonderful talking to you today, ma'am.
Listen, check her out, Nortrice Banner on Facebook, Instagram, and all that. She is a comedian. She is an actress. She's done movies. She's done plays, and she is a licensed massage therapist. And they do recovery after you've had the BBL or any type of surgery related to that. So if you've had breast reduction or breast augmentation or whatever you've done, and then she also tell you about the whole ballooning with the sinuses and all that stuff like that. Because that's a whole listen, I had a swimming pool head. Me and Sam was talking about it last week. Felt like we was in a swimming pool. So it is a process. I thank you for coming. Yes.
I thank y'all for having me. It has been a pleasure. I have enjoyed you all. I appreciate you.
Now they sending me something on my prescription and expire.
We about to go.
CVS See, I'm so sick of CVS.
Yeah, and
CVS to get you high though, because CVS keep producing the same goddamn prescription. If I pick up one more bottle of Sertricine, I'm like, how much do y'all want me to have, CVS? I just picked it up
They gonna
2
charge
days
your
ago.
insurance. That's what that is.
CVS got a racket going on.
Follow us on Evry Music on our YouTube page, EVRY Music on our YouTube page, so you can watch our episodes. Follow us on Facebook. Get your people, talk about this show. Share this during the day for us. Hit the likes, hit the hearts. We love you guys, and today's been wonderful.
Have an amazing
week.
Yes.
And we out.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Injection.